All right, all right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. This is Saturday morning, ready for a new exciting weekend. We just ended our fourth 5-day challenge, and this was the best one yet. They just keep getting better and better and better. So thank you all for those of you who have participated. Much appreciated. I hope you learned something new. As always, that is the point. But the 5-day challenge doesn't end just there. That's just the beginning. So go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share a suggestion, and it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. So I see so far Anthony Simon from Houston, Texas. Marnita Casa from Colorado, Van Harrison from New Jersey, Janelle from Colorado, Facebook user from Colorado, Lamar Slater, that's my Morehouse brother and roommate, 1994, from San Diego, Facebook user, hey, good morning, Facebook user from Temecula, Eric Carter, what's going on, brother? I'll see you in a couple of weeks in Dallas, Texas. Another Facebook user saying Brandon, I don't know who that is. And remember, guys, if you are watching me on one of the live streams on Facebook, you've got to click at the top in the sections that you allow StreamYard to see who you are. Because if you type something, I'm not going to see your name. You're just going to pop up as Facebook user. Let's see. Mr. Prelvis Lofty's Corpus Christi. Dorothy from Tampa, Florida. Steve Randall on YouTube, Memphis, Tennessee. Margaretta from Michigan. Wilhelmina from New Jersey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So yeah, we just finished the last 5-day challenge. If you guys are not plugging into that, or even worse, you have a community of people and you're not plugging them into that, you're doing them a disservice. You know, as I said last night, I am Switzerland. I am not competition. I am not stealing anybody's downline. I am not trying to cross recruit. We are providing with the Ivy League Crypto Academy free crypto education for the 5-day challenge. And then it is up to you if you want to further your knowledge after that. So Saturdays, I do crypto talks for the entire world, open, that's free. However, if you've been missing me, I haven't stopped doing crypto talks. Monday through Friday, we do them for our inner circle members only in the ILCA. Cost to that. By midnight tonight, the price is going up. Right now it's $19.99 a month or $199 for the year. And you get 2 months off, 2 months free. At tonight, it goes up to $29 at midnight. So if you haven't registered, you want to make sure you register as soon as possible. You know what? Me typing in StreamYard is not going to bring it up in here, but it I can stream it on the side. ILCAsecrets.com. So let me create that. Hey guys, ILCA secrets.com, and I want to let's stream it, or scroll is what I mean. There we go. ILCAsecrets.com, ILCAsecrets.com by midnight tonight. If you want to continue to see my crypto talks, not just on Saturday, but every day of the week. So let's get into crypto talks so you guys can actually see why this is important and what this is all about, especially if this is your first time listening. You heard from our CMO. He's earned more than 6 figures listening to the crypto talks and applying the information that he's been hearing over the last, he did that in like 15 days. Yeah, 15 days, 6 figures. 15 days. He started with $15,000. Share screen. Let's take a look at the markets today. I hear the birds chirping outside. All right. What is the market doing today? Market cap is at 1.8 trillion. We are down 2.2% in the last 24 hours. There we go. Wondering why I'm a little dark here. You can't see me. All right. Bitcoin dominance is at 39.8. This continues to rise. I'm seeing this trend, and we're about to be back in the 40% range. Ethereum is at 18.4%. Bitcoin is currently at 39,000. Ethereum 2,800. BNB 398. The last hour is all in the green. Now, since we haven't done crypto talk publicly in a week, we're going to look at the 7-day chart. Over the last 7 days, the best performers has been ApeCoin. ApeCoin up 61.2%. We've been talking about it for a while. So you guys should have been making some good money on this ApeCoin. StepN, 22.7%. This is a huge new trend, getting paid to walk. I still can't set up my StepN app. I've been using Sweatcoin. Get paid to walk. I walk between, average about 5 miles a day, about 12,000 steps. I'll be doing that today after the WCL presentation. We got Lido Dow is up 18.1%. Dogecoin 1.8. And that's about it over the past week. Those four are the only ones that really popped off. Hasn't been a very good week. Let's see the worst performers of the week. Zilliqua's down 25.9. Near Protocol 23. Waves, this has been my biggest loser. You know, you don't always win. Sometimes you lose. And this one has been my biggest loser. I've lost 70% on this one. So my short in this was a short-term strategy. I wasn't trying to hold this long-term. I was trying to do a quick flip. So now it's turned into my long-term strategy. I'm just going to sit on it and wait for it to come back up when the market goes up. Chain is down 23%. Axie Infinity is down 22%. Osmosis 21. And remember, guys, we are streaming everywhere with YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, multiple Facebook groups. But if you do not allow StreamYard to see your name when you type something, I'm not going to know it's you. All right. You only show up as Facebook user. All right. So let's see. Osmosis is down 21%. Fracture 20. Harmony 20. Theta Network 19. So a lot of these tokens are all down double digits over the week. So this hasn't been a very positive week in the crypto, or bullish week is the word I should use. Because sometimes even when it's in a bear market, that's positive for people depending on your strategy. I make more money when the market goes down. So I want the market to go down. And we read the other day that one of the analysts were talking about it going down to $25,000 a token before the market turns back around. All right. That's right, Eric. It's nothing but a buying opportunity. This is a swap meet sale right now. So that's the best and the worst. Now, for those of you that are brand new also, I actually opened up some of my wallets. We created a new wallet portfolio together, started from zero. The goal is to get it to $1 million. We're not trading on it. We're not selling on it. All we're doing is accumulating by using dollar cost averaging. $200 here, $500 there. Every now and then, maybe I'll drop $1,000. I might buy some today. If we see anything in the news that's talking about something that we should hop on. So that's our crypto.com wallet. Let's look at one point, this was up to 17,000, but with the market downturn, we're down to 11,600. We dropped $800 in the last 24 hours, which means this is a good buying opportunity. What should I buy today? Let's look at some examples here. Some samples. We've got Kronos is down 3, Luna's down 7. All right, Luna is 1 because I always buy the dip. We've got Solana's down 4, CRV's down 4, Sandbox is down 8. Okay, that's at the top of the list. Sandbox. Matic is down 7. Tezos, Axie Infinity is down 6. Avalanche is down 7. Cosmos is down 8. Immutable X is down 5. Phantom is down 15. That might be a real good opportunity. So I'm going to decide right now. So far, it's either Phantom or Sandbox. See if the news says anything about any of those. The graph is the audio's down 9. Ethereum name service went up 20% while everybody else was in the red. Why? Anybody hear any news about ENS? If you did, type it in the chat box. Render token is down 9. All right. Next, we're going to look at, and let me write down and make a note of this. I don't always want to trust my memory. Okay. So today is the last day of the month. Well, is there one more? No, tomorrow's the last day. No, today's the last day of the month. 4:30. By either Sandbox or who? Or Phantom. Okay, we'll revisit that at the end. Next is we want to look at our Get Rich Quick wallet. Trust. We talked about this last night on day 5 of the People's Money Challenge. Get Rich Quick Wallet. Philcoin is up 0.46%. At one point, this was at 78% or 78 cents per coin. So we're still going to be watching this one. I spent $400. It's up to $3,500. They're supposed to be hitting an exchange or creating their own exchange sometime this summer. That's why I haven't sold anything yet. I want to see what the price of it is going to be when it hits the market. So I'm just going to sit on that for right now. That's a good profit to take. But why take 3,500 when I could probably take 10,000? So I'm going to sit on that. See, LSS. Ooh, this one dropped 11%. It was up yesterday. Dropped 11%. Vetters down 1.6. Well, my system just, what happened? All right, I lose it on my phone. Let's bring it back up. Okay. Wallet. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Yeah, LSS is down. Meta Hero went up by 17%. You see. Oh yeah, we were gonna see it. Maybe I can. I'm playing that game with green. What is green at right now? We made $200 on green the other day in 30 minutes. If it's down to 0.006, I'm buying. Where are we at today? Load up, load up. Load up. Come on, green. There we go. No, it's at 0.008. No, it's not low enough yet. I need this to go down to a 0.006. It looks like it did. Wait a second here. Let's look at the history. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Earlier this morning at 5 a.m., it was at 0.001. Oh, that would have been a perfect buy opportunity. I missed that. That was 5:30 this morning. And as you see, everybody else did the same thing. They bought. And they brought the price all the way back up to 0.008. All right, I got to keep my eye on this. That was the best buying opportunity. Okay, so I missed that just by a couple of hours. I'll make sure I got to keep this up on my screen to watch. But I'm proud. I get excited every time I look at green and I look at TOEX. Those of you guys that are in those projects know we've got our 7-figure portfolio sitting there, green and Kinswill tokens. Also the IMC token and also the Nugent coin. Nugent coin, as I said the other day, I didn't because I was private. Nugent, let me pull that coin up. It has been extended until May 15th. The price is going to go up. The price is going to go up to at least, okay, I can't say it's going to. It is rumored, it is rumored that the price is going to hit about 39 cents in the next 15 days or so. 39 cents in the next 15 days. So if you haven't gotten your hands on the coin, you might want to get your hands on the coin. This has been a very good project. It pulled 7K in the past week and almost $20,000 worth of tokens. And my goal with this one was to have 50,000. I've got 60,000 now. Just like with IMC, my goal was to have 50,000. I have 53,000 IMC tokens. So now you just sit. It's not get rich quick. IMC hits $8. Let's do a little dream mode. on this. I love Dream Mode. 53,000 IMC tokens. It hits $8 a token. That's 424,000. And that's being conservative. If it hits $8. New Gen Coin, 60,302. What if that hits $8? Oh, 482,000. All right. Let's take a look at some of the news. We're going to talk about Ripple, XRP versus SEC. Here's why the U.S. regulator targeted Ripple. Understand, before SEC sued Ripple, Ripple went to them privately and publicly and said, what are the rules? What is the law? What are you saying we should or should not do? Are we considered a security or not? SEC never answered the question. All they said was, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum is not an SEC, it's not a security. Okay, what about us? Well, Bitcoin and Ethereum is not a security. And then they turn around and sue Ripple and say, oh, you're doing something illegal. After they ask, what are we doing that's illegal? So let's see here. A popular crypto analyst is laying out the possible reasons why the SEC went after Ripple with a lawsuit. In a new video, Coin Bureau host Guy tells his 2.03 million YouTube subscribers that many other crypto projects fit the profile of Ripple, but the SEC targeted the 7th largest crypto due to the fact Ripple is based in the US. Not only that fact, also the fact that Ripple is the 7th largest cryptocurrency, which means there's a lot of money there. These agencies are not going to go after anybody if there's no money to be there. I said this, was it last night? No, was it Crypto Talk earlier in the week? About CEOs of companies that know that they may be doing something illegal. So they purposely will only grow their company to be so big to fly under the radar of the SEC and the authorities because it's not worth going after, but they're making enough money to be very, very comfortable. They don't want to get bigger. When I first started to have success in direct selling, I don't know, it was maybe 12 years ago, I was a part of a company that I thought was fantastic. It was great. And we were making some good money. But we knew that if we did a couple of things as far as a company, we could be bigger. We could make a whole lot more money. We could be global. And so as leaders were talking to the CEO saying, hey, why don't you do this and that so that we can grow our business? And we were always getting pushback, and I never understood why. And I'm like, I don't get it. You're happy with the 2 to 3 million a month, but we can be doing 20 to 50 million a month. He didn't want that. He was cool with the 2 to 3 million a month because he knew if he got bigger, the authorities would look at him more closely and probably shut him down. So that happens with a lot of companies, but the authorities aren't going to go after you if they don't see money in it. And you've got people who work for the SEC and the FTC trying to make a name off of a project. You know, that's part of their career boost. You got to think of it like this. If I was going to explain this to my mom or my parents, the DEA, the drug cartels, who are they going to go after? The dude selling dime bags on the corner, or the coyotes that's bringing, $500,000 worth of drugs and that drop of drug bust? Which one are they going to target? Which one are they going to choose? Same thing here. So they went after SEC. They went after Ripple because they're the 7th largest crypto. And yes, they are based in the United States. This makes it much easier for the SEC to go after compared with other large crypto projects that are based elsewhere. The thing is that the SEC does seem to be going after those two, as revealed by a surprise lawsuit against Terra and its mirror protocol late last year. But yeah, that's it's not because they're in the United States, it's because they're the biggest. The SEC has gone after overseas crypto companies in the past as well. The analyst says that Ripple's deep pockets, there you go, right there, are also to blame for the lawsuit. The second possible reason, and in my opinion is the first reason, is that Ripple has a lot of money and the SEC is trying to secure a sizable settlement that will make for good headlines. There you go. Headlines will potentially be used to fund the expansion of its regulatory operations. That's why. This is the number one reason why they went after Ripple. If this were true, then the SEC would try and maximize settlements by going after many of the other projects with similar approaches to Ripple. So in other words, if they were successful with Ripple and they got all that money now behind them, it's easier for them to go after the smaller ones that are duplicating what Ripple's doing. Also, they've only issued $2.4 billion in crypto-related fines since 2013, which host Guy believes isn't much, all things considered. He says that the third possibility is that the SEC needs a precedent to go after other crypto projects. So you want to get the biggest fish in the sea first. Actually, if I was the SEC, I would have done the opposite. I would have gone after one that you know you can win. See, the problem with going after Ripple that has deep pockets means that they can also pay for high-priced lawyers, which is why they're winning this case. If I was the SEC, I'd go after one of the smaller fish first, set precedent on that small one, and then use that precedent to go after the big fish. But I don't want to be giving them any ideas now, right? Ripple is one of the largest cryptocurrencies out there, and by taking out one of the big guys, it sends a signal to the rest of the industry. The thing is that the SEC doesn't have the resources to sue so many crypto projects. That's another thing you got to be careful of, because other CEOs of projects, they know this. They say, the SEC can't get all of us, so we can fly under the radar for a couple of years while we build our foundation. But you're playing with fire when doing that, because you never know. It's not just the SEC. What if a state decides to cease and desist on you like Texas does every other month? They always want to cease and desist somebody. So you're playing with fire by saying, well, they don't have enough resources to get all of us. We'll just play Russian roulette with it. The fourth possible reason is the threat of RippleNet, the Swift payment system alternative that Ripple created. That is possible. As far as I can tell, RippleNet was actually seeing some adoption from financial institutions in select regions shortly after it launched in 2019. Given that the SEC likely first engaged Ripple in mid to late 2020, this suggests that it was a response to the threat of RippleNet rather than Ripple's sales of XRP, which means the banks started raising red flags and started crying to the SEC about what Ripple's doing. It would also explain why the SEC waited so long to crack down on Ripple, but in truth, the timing could just be a coincidence. All right. Next up, Rich Dad, Poor Dad author warns everything bust is coming. Says gold, silver, and Bitcoin will far outperform the US dollar. I like that, Treva. You're going to win. You're going to be a millionaire. Because that's when Ripple, and this is what, strategies. Ripple so far is winning this. It might be smart to stack up on Ripple right now while it is 61 cents. It's down 14% in the last 7 days. That's a good buying time. In fact, it is. I need to make sure I put this. Buy XRP. This is an excellent price. Remember, its all-time high is like $3.40. So we are how much away from its all-time high? 81% from its all-time high. It will get back there. 81% from it. So this is a good buying price right now. That the moment that lawsuit ends, boom, this price is going up. Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki believes the U.S. may be spiraling toward another crash and a Great Depression. Now, he's been saying this for 10 years. So, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this happens. According to Kiyosaki, the world's mounting debts and the geopolitical tension between Russia and Ukraine could jumpstart a major economic downturn. Everything bubble turning into everything bust. Could this be the start of the biggest depression ever? I am concerned. I should have, I didn't read this article yet. I should have, if I did, I would have shared this last night. How many of you guys were on the day 5 last night of the 5 Days People's Challenge? How many of you plugged into that? You listened to Mr. Steve Carter? You also heard Mr. Byron Nelson. We're all going to be in Dallas on the weekend of the 13th of May. The 14th, the 15th, I think we're going to be doing something. If you're anywhere in the Dallas area, that might be a cool thing. You want to come and hang out with us. Well, we're going to be Mr. Hendricks, Mr. Carter and his wife, Pasha Carter, Mr. Nelson, myself, my assistant, Marnita, got Provis Lofties, Herschel Crow. Herschel, you're going to be there in Dallas? You might want to be there because we're going to be talking about some things. In a new interview with Cambridge House International CEO and President Jay Martin, Kiyosaki says countries of all shapes and sizes are beginning to recognize the detrimental impact of inflation. I think people are kind of waking up that inflation is here, and inflation might be here to stay. And the problem with inflation is, my personal thing about it, it makes the rich richer, but it also makes the poor poorer. I mean, literally poorer. Then the middle class is hit the hardest. My answer, because people have asked me, Brian, what's your answer to inflation? What do you think about that? Because here's the sad reality. I've done this over and over again. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, you're working 40, 60, 80 hours a week, and you're making $75,000 a year, which is what the government says is middle class, that they think, okay, yeah, you made it if you're doing this. I'm 45 years old. So the government will say, I need to do this for the next 20 years of my life to retire at the age of 65. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't they move that retirement age, or are they thinking about moving it to 72? So they want me to work the next 20 years of my life for $75,000 a year. Now, let's be generous. Let's say I don't have to pay any taxes on this. I get to keep all of it. But I only get 2 weeks vacation a year, and I'm probably not going to get much of a raise. And let's say that I'm not going to get hit by the 7% inflation that's also been hitting. Let's take away inflation. Let's take away taxes. I get to keep it all. After 20 years, that's $1.5 million. Every single dime I spend for the next 20 years, weddings, funerals, birthdays, vacations, cars, houses, not taxes, clothes, schooling, all of that stuff that I spend money on to live is going to come out of 1.5 million over the next 20 years. That's a sad thing to think about, really, You throw in taxes, drop this number down to, I don't know, 800,000. Then you throw in inflation, $1.5 million today is not going to be worth the same as 1.5 million 20 years from now. That buying power is going to be much, much less in 20 years. That's your life for the next 20 years is based on this number. But you get in crypto, and in 3 years, let's say I'll use the Green Project, for example. And this is strictly speculation, okay? But let's say I sell 5 million tokens. I've been mining for 4 years. Let's say I sell 5 million of my tokens. And let's say it follows what Gala did. Gala came out at what, 0.003 cents or something? I don't need to speculate or assume. We'll look exactly at it. It was at 0.00013 a year ago. And then 5 months ago, it got to 82 cents. So let's just say, and by the way, green is expected to do far better than that number. So let's just say it does what Gala did. 82 cents. That's $4.1 million in 4 years. In 4 years. Or 1.5 million in 20 years. My answer to inflation is make more money. What are you going to try to do? Control the government? Try to go to the voting polls and elect somebody that you hope is going to change your life? Is going to write laws in place that's going to be fair? Is that what you're going to put all your hopes on? Hoping that your job is going to give you a better raise, or they're going to increase how much you make? No. I don't believe in putting my destiny in the hands of somebody else. It's a simple answer. Make more money. Be involved in an industry while the rich get richer during an inflation. You want to be part of the rich community. As Jim Rohn says, build a financial wall around your family so high that nothing can penetrate it. Nothing can penetrate it. Doesn't matter what the government does. It doesn't matter what the dollar's doing, inflation and depression and recession. You have enough money to ride the wave. Make more money. That's a simple answer. Well, Brendan, that's easier said than done. I'm working a job. They're not going to give me. Then create your own. See, here's the beautiful thing about Bitcoin and crypto is that all you need is a cell phone, access to the internet, and a willingness to learn. Unfortunately, most people only have 2 out of 3. They have a cell phone, they have access to the internet, but they're not willing to learn. I'm telling you, for $19.99 or $97 a month, I'm giving you the blueprint for financial freedom, and you will only show up on Saturday when I do this for free. That's what I'm talking about there. Willingness to learn. That will change your life. So you're not bothered by recession or inflation or, we go into a Great Depression. You still got resources. That's what we talked about last night. He says that to hedge against inflation, he is investing heavily in oil. I'm an oil guy. I own lots of oil. I don't know if you know this, but oil provides fertilizer, and fertilizer is what keeps the crops growing. So you're going to see food prices climb, and the cost of getting the food to the supermarkets and all of this, it's going to get worse. I mean, every time we step out the house, my wife goes to Sprouts, $75. We walk in the grocery store. It doesn't matter what I can go. Okay, I just need to get some bread or eggs. I end up walking out with 2 bags, $150. I'm like, what? If I'm actually going to the grocery store on purpose, $400 every trip. No matter what we need to get, that's just the cost. Now, I don't sweat it. I notice it, but I don't sweat it. Just make more money. But most people out there, that's if you're on a fixed income and the gas price is high and you got to make decisions. Do I put gas in the car? Do I buy groceries? Do I pay the whole bill or only half the bill? I mean, that's tough. But there's a solution. Make more money. Kiyosaki says there are few options for investors in the current economic climate. His dour outlook on the dollar has him bullish on gold, silver, and Bitcoin. I'm very bullish on gold. Very bullish on gold. You know what? I'm going to do something I have not done in a while. I'm going to play for you guys a video, and this is for all of you gold and silver bugs out there. Now, you might think, and by no means am I putting down gold, okay? I want to make this point. By no means am I putting down gold. Oh no, I didn't want to do it that way. Give me my playlist. Not putting down gold, but what is the best performing asset of the past decade? We talked about it last night. What is the best performing asset of the past decade? Let's see if you guys are paying attention. Type it in the chat box. Tamika says, what do you have for $19? Look at what's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. ILCAsecrets.com is what my crypto talks. Go to ILCAsecrets.com. Where's the gold? Check this out right here. All right, come on, computer, don't slow on me. Play.
If I'm gonna put my wealth, I'm gonna take $10,000 and store them in Bitcoins. How do I know that a year or two from now anybody is going to accept them for anything? What if it's a fad and nobody wants them? See, the thing with gold is gold has value all by itself. If I don't have to be able to spend it, I can melt it down. I can make it into jewelry. I can use it in electronics. It has all sorts of properties that make gold intrinsically value all by itself. Right? It doesn't have to be traded for another product. It can be used.
Stop right there. Now, what did he start with again? $10,000 in 2011. If you put $10,000 in gold and Bitcoin in 2011, you fast forward to 2019. That $10,000 of gold is now worth $9,854. That $10,000 in Bitcoin is now worth $4.1 million. And that was 2019. That was before Bitcoin got to $69,000 a coin. We're now looking at more about $10 million. So the best performing asset of the past decade is not Berkshire Hathaway. That's number two. Number one is Bitcoin and the entire crypto industry by far. You don't even come close. So gold is a good store of value to keep the value you already have. Bitcoin is going to get you freaking wealthy. This is a fact. $10,000 turned to $4 million, or $10,000 in gold turned into $9,000 over the past decade. I need to play that video more often. I'm going to use that in the next 5-day challenge. But yeah, he's bullish on gold. I have control of tons of gold, not just ounces. And because to me, gold has been money since God came around. That is true. Gold and silver are God's money. Bitcoin is people's money. Let's see some other news that we could find, because I'm gonna buy some tokens today. Bitcoin is legal tender. These countries are next. Oh yes, what countries are next? This is going to be a domino effect. Coinbase unveils stern measures to curb potential leaks and front running related to no. 2 altcoins are soaring after surprise listing. Yeah, I want to know, what are those altcoins? And Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas says one factor makes Bitcoin superior to gold. So we just talked about gold, right? What is this Mexican billionaire saying? Who are you going to keep listening to? The broke Bubba Ray from the trailer park, or a billionaire? Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas. Ricardo Salinas is unveiling one major factor that he believes makes the flagship crypto a better store of value than gold. In a new interview, Salinas, whose asset portfolio consists of 60% Bitcoin and Bitcoin equities. Wait. Stop right there. Stop right there. This is revealing. He's a billionaire. He revealed that his portfolio of assets, 60% of it is in crypto. 60% crypto. Tamika, what does the 5-day challenge consist of? Good question. I'm going to put that link that you can look at. 5-day challenge is you go to this one right there, ILCAchallenge.com. We just finished it. Guess what it consists of? Day 1, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? Day 2, what is blockchain technology? Day 3, what is cryptocurrencies? Day 4, unlocking cryptocurrencies. What are wallets? I think the community got a whole lot out of that one on Thursday night. And then day 5, the path to becoming a crypto billionaire with myself, our VIPs, and special panelists sharing their stories. And it is free to the community. There is no cost to be a part of it. And the next 5-day challenge will be on May 23rd that week, May 23rd to the 27th. You can register now for free. That's the 5-day challenge. So a billionaire has 60% of his assets is in crypto. He says gold is highly prone to manipulation. Here's the deal. It's easy to manipulate gold. Just think, the gold price is fixed in London. Look what happened with the London Metal Exchange with nickel the other month. I mean, the whole thing is a fraud across the board. According to the Mexican billionaire who serves as a chairman of the Grupo Electra conglomerate, the price of Bitcoin is not as easily manipulable as that of gold. Bitcoin doesn't have the gold problems. You don't have to carry it around. You don't have to store it around. And most important, it's very hard to manipulate the price because there are so many places where you can trade it 24 hours a day all over the world. Not like gold, right? Salinas, who is estimated to be worth $12.3 billion, which means he's got about $7 billion in crypto, also says that his family has stored value in gold for generations, but everything changed when he discovered Bitcoin. Okay, let me back up here. He's saying a couple of things. His family has stored value in gold for generations. What I get from this sentence is not that they've been storing gold. What I get is that for generations, they've been creating wealth for generations. How many of you know your great-great-grandfather's name, and not because you went to a DNA test or anything like that? How many of you know your great-great-grandfather's name without needing to call a relative to ask? And the reason why most people don't know is because they didn't leave the family anything. See, if you're a Vanderbilt, a Rockefeller, a J. Paul, a Getty, you know your ancestors' names because they set up the entire family wealth for generations. That is what I want to do for my family in the crypto side. My grandfather said, as a man, you're responsible for not only yourself, also to give back and help your parents, but also your children and your grandchildren while you're living a productive life. I am all about legacy. I'm a Morehouse man. That's what we're ingrained and taught with. So I want to make sure in my lifetime that I have done enough that will support my aging parents, my own family, myself, my children, and grandchildren. And then teach my children to think and do the same. Generational wealth, not generational brokenness. I'm sorry, generational poorness. In my family or my I like this. In my family or my father and my grandfather, we have always been gold bugs. And we thought that the solution to fiat was gold. And we were sort of betting on that all the time. And it did help in some moments. It helped a lot. You know, what could those moments be? When inflation hit, they didn't have their money sitting in fiat so that it goes down. They had it in gold that it remained the same. But with crypto, it doesn't just remain the same, it goes up. Gold has all these problems. And when I found out about Bitcoin, well, now this changed everything because Bitcoin doesn't have the gold problems. I mean, this is going to be my quote of the day. I need to save this article. If you didn't learn from this, reread it. Reread it again. This is what the billionaires are doing. 4 years ago, they were only doing 1 to 5% of their portfolio. Today, this cat is doing 60% of his portfolio is in crypto. That should tell you something. Bitcoin as legal tender. These countries are next after El Salvador and CAR, Central African Republic, says De Beer Group. I think that's right. CAR is the Central African Republic. Financial advisory firm De Beer Group CEO Nigel Green expects that at least 2 more nations will adopt Bitcoin as legal tender before the end of the year. In a new company blog post, Green follows up on his January prediction after news broke that the Central African Republic this week became the world's second country to formally recognize Bitcoin as currency. In January, I predicted that at least another 3 nations would declare the world's largest cryptocurrency legal tender in 2022. 1 now already has done so. I expect Bitcoin will be adopted as legal tender in at least 1 more African and 1 Central or Latin American country before the end of the year. Green says that Tanzania is a likely candidate in Africa because in 2021, its central bank disclosed that it was drafting a presidential directive that would address cryptocurrencies. Regarding nations in the Western Hemisphere, the CEO says, in Latin and Central America, it could potentially be Paraguay or Mexico. If Mexico does it, that is big. That is going to be huge. Mexico does that. It would also solve a lot of their problems. A Paraguayan bill moving to regulate the trading and mining of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the country passed the Senate in December, which is widely being regarded as the first step to making Bitcoin legal tender. Meanwhile, I'm confident that a Bitcoin bill will be introduced to Mexico's Congress this year because several politicians are going on record as saying they want their country to follow El Salvador's example. El Salvador became the first nation to adopt a crypto asset as legal tender last year. As to why he expects Bitcoin adoption in specific geographic regions, Green says, adopting cryptocurrency currently is more attractive to those countries with a track record of financial instability. In nations where the current national currencies don't work as well as they should as a means of exchange, store of value, and as a unit of account, Bitcoin is increasingly seen as the answer. The CEO concludes, first El Salvador, now the Central African Republic, and this is just the beginning. This is 2022. I'm going to pull up a quote that I found. Let me stop sharing for a second to pull this up. When I first started doing crypto talks in 2017, I came across, I used to collect quotes from individuals because I saw where the industry was going. And I was fascinated by, predictions of the future. Where is this going to be in the next 5 years and 6 years? Well, we're 5 years in since I was collecting those quotes. And let me find it. Where's my quotes? Oh, I got to do it this way. Okay. Come on, computer. My quotes. But there is a quote. I think I shared this on a crypto talk. Oh, here it is right here. I shared this on a crypto talk not too long ago that I used to use all the time. Okay. All right. This one right here. Virtual currencies will become part of the economic practices of any country, anywhere. Let me repeat that. These currencies are not going away, and they will proliferate to every economy and every part of the planet. Some places, small economies, may become dependent on virtual assets for survival. And these currencies will be outside traditional monetary intermediaries like government, banks, investors, ministries, or international organizations. We are witnessing a technological revolution. I need to make that big. A technological revolution. Perhaps we are witnessing a modern miracle. I need to make that one big. You know who said that? CFTC Chairman Rostin Binham in 2017. We're now in 2022. And what do we see? This is just the beginning. Do you understand what the trends are? Are you adopting this in your life? And if not, why not? The only thing is missing is your education, because once you get this and understand it, you're not going to be able to sleep at night. Last article. 2 altcoins are soaring after surprise listings on crypto exchange Binance. All right, get your pen and pad ready. Let's see. A low-cap altcoin built on the Stellar blockchain is rallying after receiving surprise support from Binance. In a new announcement, the global crypto exchange says that privacy-focused Mobilecoin. Have we mentioned this one before? I don't think so. Will begin trading on its platform. Mob? Who is this? MOB. Mobilecoin. Okay. It's not even ranked. This might be a diamond in the rough. Ranking not available. It's $5. We don't even know what the supply is. 3 months ago, all-time low was $1.21. 1 year ago, it got to $71. It's 93% off of its all-time high. Let me look at this. So it came out like a pump and dump. Well, no, not necessarily. It went a couple of months, and then it pumped March of last year. Well, that's when Bitcoin went to $69,000. So every coin went up with it. And then it came back down and stayed stagnant until now. Where is this being sold? Binance is just listing it. So is FTX. Gate.io, Bitfinex, Hotbit, ForSwap. So it's not that easy to get a hand on. It's not on Binance US. It's not on FTX US. So it's not going to be that easy to get. But let's see what the news is saying about this. How did they even get listed? They must have paid a lot of money. So if they've got a lot of money behind them. According to the project's website, Mobilecoin is a security-focused cryptocurrency that addresses 4 fundamental issues: security, transaction speed, energy consumption, and optimization for mobile devices. Mobilecoin specializes in payments across messaging apps. Kind of reminds me of Electronium, where only the sender and receiver have access to each transaction's data. A desktop version is also available. The project bills itself as a simple encrypted utility currency like PayPal, but secure. News of the Binance listing sent Mobilecoin soaring upward in 2 distinct spikes, rising 100% from $3.62 to a peak of 729 before correcting sharply. Mob is still up 24.4% at time of writing, trading at $4. Okay. Watch MOB. Getting listed on Binance is going to get some traction on that. It's $5 right now. And then next, also getting the green light from Binance is Nexo, whose lending and borrowing platform allows users to earn up to 17% in annual interest. Do you know what's cool about Nexo? Because I have this. Let me pull this up. It allows you to borrow against yourself. If you're doing yield farming, a lot of people use Nexo to borrow against themselves, make money, and pull it back. So let me pull up my Nexo wallet and show you. So it's like kind of like staking. You put your money in Nexo and you're not able to pull it all out. I forgot, what is it, a year or so? But you're earning interest. So on this $1,239 balance, I've earned $42 interest. So if I've got money sitting in my primary wallet and it's just sitting there, riding the end, going up, down, I'm not actually making any money off of that unless I sell for a profit. Well, why not just put it over here and let it grow? 42.76% interest, but I can also borrow against myself. I can borrow $619. So here's how yield farming would work if you're going to play this game. And I was going to do this right before I started to do the crypto.com wallet. I had to choose one or the other. I am going to go back to this. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, for example, this mob coin that we see right now. And I'm going to pull that up right next to this. And I'm going to give you an example of how you can flip, how this would work. Oh, it's none. All right, mob is worth $5 a coin right now, right? So let's say I borrow against my own self, $619. And I take that, oops, $619. I take that and buy MOB for $5. Oops. I would have 123.8 MOB coins. And I sit on it. And what if, because this is not a guarantee, what if it goes back to its all-time high of a year ago of $71 times 71.96? I flipped my $600 into $8,900. I then come back to Nexo. I pay myself back the $600. So I subtract 619 from that. I'm in profit $8,200 that I can now do whatever I want. What if I add it to my portfolio balance? What if I add it there? And now I have more I can borrow against myself. And I find another coin and I do the same thing and I flip it and flip it. See, before I started the crypto.com wallet publicly with you guys, this was what I was going to do and get this wallet to 1 million, but I was doing this by myself. I said, wait a minute, let's do something for the community. So that's why we've got this wallet here. But I am going to go back. I've just been busy creating all the content and education and all that stuff. But Nexo, yeah, that's a good one. Project there. All right. It allows you to earn up to 17% in annual interest. Now, some of you guys may be like, "Oh, that's nothing. I'm getting 17% a month in my platform." That's not the purpose of this. The annual interest. The purpose is the ability to borrow against your own money and flip it. That's the purpose. According to the project's website, Nexo boasts over 4 million users in more than 200 jurisdictions and currently holds over $12 billion in assets under management. Binance says of Nexo, Nexo is a blockchain-based lending protocol that offers banking services for retail users such as lending, borrowing, trading, and credit cards. The Nexo token is used for governance and platform benefits, as well as to receive interest payments. At time of writing, Nexo is up nearly 6% and trading for $2.39. The altcoin initially shot up 23% from 221 to 272 before correcting down. I don't own any Nexo coins, so I need to put that down here. Buy Nexo. That's not in my portfolio, the coin itself. Binance says that both MOB and Nexo will be available for exchange in the Bitcoin and Binance and Tether trading pairs. Will be available. I want to check one more time. Is Nexo being sold in the crypto.com wallet? No, it is not. Let me make sure I have the right. What is their ticker symbol? Yeah, Nexo. No, it's not. Why not? I'm surprised. Why does the crypto.com have that? Uniswap, Binance, Huobi, HitBTC. Well, I can get it off of Uniswap, but now I got to use Ethereum to buy it. I don't want to do that. You can get it a lot of places. Hotbit. You just get it off of Hotbit. All right. Yeah, buy Nexo on Hotbit. But I did say I was going to buy some tokens today, and I'm going to, I said either Sandbox or what was the other one? Phantom. Phantom is down 15%. I'm going to do Sandbox. Buy. Yeah, I'll buy 120 sand. Buy. Purchased. Sold. Bought. 120 sand. And what price was that? About 120 sand for $2.20. All right, so we added to the portfolio. So that's a good crypto talk for today. I hope you guys learned something new. We will be back for the public crypto talk next week. Next week and next Saturday. And hopefully I'm going to be doing an interview with this gentleman here, Mr. Sean Blackwell. Sean Blackwell is the owner of Crypto Miners R Us and has fantastic new technology to bring down the energy costs of mining. So I met him at the Bitcoin 2022 event in Miami. So hopefully I can get him on next week. That's public. But we do crypto talks every day except Sunday. So if you want to be a part of the crypto talks, then you can do so by being in our inner circle. And it's ILCAsecrets.com. The cost is $19.97 a month or $199 for the year. The price is going up at midnight tonight. It's going to go to $29. It's going to be increased by $10. So you might want to go ahead and knock that out now, so that you can be a part of this Monday through Friday, the Inner Circle Crypto Talks. And applying the information you learn in here is priceless. Will the Monday recap conflict with the first marketing training? Has James said when that first marketing training is going to be? That time, I didn't know if he did that or not. But the recap is going to be at Monday night at 11 a.m. East. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be talking to James about that today. So that's the Monday recap. And we're also doing the Bitcoin giveaway. Those of you that were VIPs of the 5-day challenge, then if you completed all the homework assignments, your name is going to be in the draw to receive free Bitcoin, at least $100 each. At least $100 each. So that is going to be on Monday. We're doing the Bitcoin giveaway. And for those of you that need the courses, I just finished the new Internet of Things. Then you can get the courses for $9.97. Founding member, look at the price. ILCAchallenge.com, founding member pricing. For $9.97, you get access to all the courses and our trainings we do every Tuesday and Thursday night, where we take a course from the lessons and I cover it live. And you guys can ask questions, Q&A. That's the most priceless part, the Q&A part. So that the next class is going to be Tuesday. We're going to be talking about, I think, Bollinger Bands and whales buying the dip. So those are going to be the two topics coming up next week in class. So the clock resets. Next 5-day challenge will be May 23rd. We will be in Dallas, Texas, the weekend of the 14th, May 14th. I'll be there until Monday, and I'm looking to meet people for the ILCA community on Sunday. And other than that, I will see you guys on Monday morning for the next crypto talk for the ILCA Inner Circle. Take care. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.